Hey guys, it's what is it? January the 6th, 2025. So yeah, just been out for a bike ride. A chilly morning here in Coventry, UK, and yeah, I wanted to talk about experience I had over Christmas. Uh, just a little, I'll do a little bit of background anyway. I've been doing keto for I first tried like keto 2018, I think, and carnivore. And over the years, I've gone from, supposedly to say slipped off the wagon. It hasn't been consistent. I've been tried various things, and there's been learnings each each time along the way. But yeah, so 6 years. No, it's longer than that. No, nearly 7 years. Yeah, so 7 years on and off. There's a couple of years where it was just completely. I suppose yeah, just back on carbs, back on sugar, back on all sorts of eating what I wanted, still drinking alcohol, and yeah, putting on a lot of weight. Uh, I'm trying to find the photos. The photos were on my phone. I've got to dig through and find the photos. Uh, but yeah, no, put on a lot of weight until I went back again on, I've been on like a mix of like keto carnivore for the last 2.5 years, I think now. And so yeah, so right, that's a little bit of background. So back to the experience the other day. I've been experimenting with because I've been like on an elimination diet. So I've been experimenting with trying things back in and see then how I feel. Just going like quite easy on that. So I'm strict on my diet. Uh, it's mostly animal based and carnivore with uh, with some carbs in there. Uh, so that yeah, that's majority of the time. Again, I have been experimenting with keto, and I did over Christmas. So I wanted to just tell you about this experience anyway. Yeah, so I was trying what some breads back in some, because like I've had small amounts of bread, of like rye bread particularly, and sort of sourdough fermented. It seemed to be okay on. So I was trying some of those back in my diet, and a little bit leading up to Christmas, and then over Christmas. So yeah, so trying these breads and feeling okay. I wasn't having loads of them. Having two or three slices. Uh, and that wasn't every day. But then the days I'd have that, I'd have two or three slices, and this particular bread is like a rye bread. It's from Germany. That seemed all right with. So I was like, well, I'll try a different uh, bread, and it's a UK brand. It was what was it? Yeah, Jason's bread. And again, like I'll just quickly say that uh, bread. The bread's probably fine. It looks like it's got all great ingredients in that bread, and for some people, it's probably fine. For me, it didn't, and I'll tell you what happened. So yeah, so like I think I had too much of it. So a few days before Christmas, there was a couple of these on sale. So I was like, well, I'll buy a couple. It makes sense to buy them because they're a bit cheaper. So I bought the bread, and I had more of it. I did. This is where like, hey, I'm fine with this. So I was making sort of like cheese toasties and having about I'd have like four or five of them. So I'd upped the amount I was having, and did this over like 2 or 3 days. and started to feel like I think it took a couple of days to really notice that I was like I was feeling horrible. To be fair, I was like sleeping longer. Uh, I was like just so I was feeling like I couldn't get out of bed, and it was just intense negative thoughts that I was having. It was like really like horrible thoughts, and this happened for a couple of days, and I was like, this is this has to be the bread. It's got to be something to do with what's going on with it, with this when I eat this. So what I did, I completely cut the bread out, and just the all I ate for the next couple of days was all I had was eggs, cheese, meat, and and nuts. So, which is a keto diet essentially. So I was like, well, I'm just going to eat that and then see what happens. So went back on that. 2 or 3 days later, this was like, the Saturday after Christmas just gone. I woke up one day and I was just, like in the best mindset ever. I was like, I've been doing a bit of cycling. The max I'd probably done was 10 to 12 miles in one go. But that particular day, I was like, I want to ride to Leamington, which is 10 miles from where I live. I want to go and see my mum and dad and brother. And I was just like, so I just did it. I just rode over and rode back, and just to quickly skip back. Before that, all I had to eat was just that morning was 3 eggs and a good amount of cheese, like say 200 grams of cheese, grated into it, scrambled egg. That's all I had, and then I rode like the best part of 30 miles, which is the most I've ever done. But the mindset difference from what I'd experienced a few days earlier was just night and day. It was completely opposite. So it's sent me on a path of like a bit more self discovery and finding out what's actually going on with my body. Again, I think everyone's different in the sense that they can eat different. Someone could eat that and they'd be fine and it wouldn't affect them at all. This potentially. I'm trying to discover what's right for me, and I'll update you and let you know in some of the next videos about how that's going.